Peace, everyone. It's been a minute since I've been on my channel, and I have a lot to talk to you guys about. I have a lot of things on my heart and on my mind. I am now pregnant with baby number 2. Well, if you want to count everything, baby number 4. The Most High pressed on my heart to make this video. This is a topic that I've stayed away from for a long time, and it's something I've carried. And I'm a very vulnerable person. I tell people my story, but this is one thing that I've held to myself. So it's not something I really talk about, but I'm working on my confidence. And my lovely coach, she was like, I want you to make 2 videos. And I was like, okay, whatever. And as it was approaching to make this second video to upload, this just started to come on my heart. This topic, what I've been through, the decision I made, and the reason why I made it, and the story behind it. It was just like, talk about this, and it just came out of nowhere, and I wasn't ready. I didn't have no time to prepare. Well, I had a little week to prepare, okay, I'm gonna do this. But when it came into my spirit, I knew that this is what I had to do. Here I am. And then a few days later, a memory popped up on my Facebook, and I was just talking about how my child would be 7 years old today. And I was like, what are the odds? The Most High, he works so, it's just, I love the way he works. If this is a sensitive topic for you, if you made this decision and don't regret it and might find offense to some of the things that I'm saying, because I do regret my decision, just kindly exit. I'm not saying anyone else is wrong, or I'm not talking about anyone else's decision. I'm just saying what I have learned and where I'm at on my walk. It's April 2016, and I just got a new job. I was working at a job as an accountant, and come to the realization that I could be making a whole lot more money. So I was interviewing and everything, and bam, I get an $8 raise. I go from $13 to $21 an hour. I'm 21, newly 21 at that, and I'm I'm lit. Wow, my life is getting better. And they were like, what day you want to start? And I was like, let's start on this date. So I had a whole week off in between switching jobs to kind of rest and get my mind ready and just take a little break. And on that week, I ended up not feeling well. I'm sick. My body's just I feel like I got the flu or something. So probably by the time the weekend came, I can't remember all these details, but somewhere around there, I went to the hospital, and I was just yeah, I don't feel good and all this stuff. And I hadn't noticed I've missed my period, because to my knowledge, I haven't done anything that would warrant me to think that I was pregnant. I went to the hospital, they did all these tests, I peed in a cup, and the lady came back and she's like, you're pregnant. And I'm just what? I'm what? And of course, I was with a lot of emotions. I'm 21. I probably had lived in Atlanta for only a year at this point. And yeah, I just wasn't ready, and it was hard. So like I said, to my knowledge, I shouldn't be pregnant because I've been celibate. So I had to walk down some things. So the background to this, so I lived with my ex in Atlanta. We broke up, but we were still together, and we were just finishing off the lease, and we weren't together. And upon telling him the news, I'm like, what's going on? And so it came out that when I came, I was super drunk. When I was in Atlanta, y'all, I was just escaping from a lot of pain, abusing alcohol, and I would get super blacked out drunk. And sometimes I wouldn't remember things, or I would just be passed out. I've seen videos of my friends shaking me Risa, wake up, and I didn't budge. That's scary, being that drunk. So he told me when I was in that state, he took it upon himself to have access to my body without my consent, and then had the audacity to let out semen in me. And then there was another instance where I was at a hookah lounge and I was hanging out with some people I had already hung out with and I knew from other things and networking. The guy whose condo we went to, like, he's actually the owner of the hookah lounge, and my friend used to date him, so I'm cool with him. But there's this other guy there. When we get there, he's like, yeah, I'll take you home and all this stuff. And I can't even remember why he would say that to me or why I was okay with it or whatever. Just a bad decision on my end. I mean, people shouldn't do the things that they do, but I wish I had more wisdom to not just trust people and go with them. But I was in my right mind. Like, I wasn't super drunk, but like when I left that door, y'all, I don't remember a thing I don't even remember walking to his car. All I remember is getting out, and I have like one shoe on and one shoe off, walking to my apartment, just like a mess. Like, I'm a mess. And I'm like, what even happened? Like, I don't remember anything. So those are the two instances in that short period of time that I could get pregnant, that things happen and I'm around men and I don't know. So to me, I'm like, anything could have happened to me while whatever happened. I know I wasn't that drunk, so I don't know what happened and why I don't remember. And I've been in a lot of situations in Atlanta with things happening to me, unfortunately. So I don't know. I'm just being honest. So in my mind, like, I'm just grieved. I'm like, I don't even know who the father is. Like, who knows what has happened to me? Because I made a decision in my heart that I was going to be celibate because I wanted to become a wife and everything one day. And for these things to happen to me after I say that, and I know I didn't make the decision to do these things, it was devastating. But I had announced it. I put it on Facebook because, like I said, I'm a person who tells her story, and I'm very vulnerable for the most part. And so yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm having a baby, and I just said it was my ex's, but we weren't gonna know until we did the DNA test and stuff. Everybody knows I'm pregnant, and things are getting bad again with my ex. He like scratched me on the face again. It's getting chaotic. He's like threatening to kill himself. It's just so much that I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't sign up for a life like this. I'm 21, then I was thinking about like how I'm gonna miss out on all the partying and the clubbing, just stuff that doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even live that life anymore. It was foolishness, and I was scared. I was scared of being a single mother. I was scared of being stuck. Like, if it was my ex's family, I was scared of being stuck. Sorry, excuse my fridge. I don't know what's going on with it. I was scared to be stuck in his family. I didn't want to be a part of that family. I'm not a type of person who would leave a child away from somebody, even though the circumstances weren't the way they should be. I didn't want that life for myself because I felt like I would be miserable. And I was just like, I'm just so young. So 2 weeks after announcing it, like, I call an Uber to get to work, and I run outside, and I'm running so hard because like I don't want them to miss me, to the point where it makes me throw up. And so I went to work, and I just wasn't feeling well, and I had already signed up for an appointment to get the abortion like that weekend or like the next day. So I was just like, this is the perfect opportunity to just. So I went to my manager, and I'm like, I'm bleeding right now. I wasn't bleeding, I was just throwing up, and I wasn't feeling well. So I lied, and I said I was bleeding. And so the next day I went to have the abortion, and I was just like, I told them like, yeah, I had a miscarriage. I lied, and I said I had a miscarriage. I put on Facebook I had a miscarriage. I tell everybody I had a miscarriage. There's a lie. And that made me feel bad because I'm like, it's nobody's business right now, like the decision I made, but I already just opened my mouth and told everybody what I was going through. And people I didn't have to say anything, but I did say something. I didn't have to. And so, yeah, I just lied. And a few years later, even like months after, like I would be smoking and I would be getting high. And I would just start getting anxiety. And I already dealt with anxiety, but I knew it was coming from carrying that, like, just, even though I was blocking the emotions and I didn't feel like I felt bad about it, I know that was the root of getting more anxiety. And so I kind of just put it to the back of my mind. I didn't think about it for a long time until probably like 2019, 2020. And that's upon me coming into the knowledge of the Most High. I got saved. And although I did regret it before that, it was just different once I got on this journey. And the reason why I regret it, regardless of the situations, regardless of how I became pregnant, when I was in sin, I was fornicating so much with my ex-husband, and I was fornicating so much with my ex-boyfriend, and I never got pregnant. And it's just like, in this random scenario, you got me pregnant. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like the Most High makes mistakes. Sometimes things are ugly. If you read the Bible, you'll see so many children. People was making decisions they shouldn't have, and those children go on to be very righteous. Generational curse breakers, kings, whatever. Like, there's so many powerful children that come from the parents' mess, bad decisions, and the Most High uses those children to restore things. So yeah, things could have been bad. I personally feel like it was a boy, and that makes me more sad because I know the enemy is truly out to destroy men, and he got me. Like, I regret it, one, because they sacrifice children. I know this is a topic that's just like, okay, like, but they really did. They did back then, and they do now. And the way that they do it is, oh, make your own decision, women empowerment, it's your body. And they made these systems so women just get plan Bs and have back-to-back abortions. And I never thought I would have an abortion. And the fact that, like, a part of me was given into the system, it's just like, it grieves me. I cry about it still sometimes, and I feel bad, and I do wish I had my child, because they could be anyone. The Most High could do anything through anyone, and regardless of the mistakes or who I was in the past, I just wish I gave them a chance, I wish I gave the Most High a chance. The other reason why I regret the decision is because it was based out of fear. I didn't know the Most High, and I wish I would have known better to make a decision out of faith. Because had I been who I am now, I wouldn't have been in this situation, but I would have trusted him enough to be like, I'm in this bad situation, but he's gonna bring it through, and I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna choose to be strong. Yes, this might be hard. Yes, being a single mother might be hard, but I'm gonna grow because of this. And it's a lot of emotions, y'all. Like, it's a lot of emotions, and I just wish that I made a faith-based decision instead of a fear, and instead of trying to go out and, I'm so young. Like, in my opinion, it's nothing out here but the Most High. That I wasted so much time in those years continuing the club and party and do all these fun things, but it's like, it's vain. It wasn't doing anything for my soul, and I could have been taking care of this other soul. And the third reason why I really regret it is because, with the first point, is the enemy is out to destroy families. He doesn't like righteous marriage. He doesn't like righteous children. He knew who I would become. I know he see me in the spiritual realm, so he's like, yeah, no, like, we got to cut this out. And he's just so against men. I mean, he'll attack anyone he can, but he's just really out here stealing, killing, and destroying. And it hurts me so much to know that I made a decision. To take my child's life, and I can never have him back. And That hurts. I wish they were here, breathing and living right now. That I would like. I love being a mother. Like when I had my daughter, I think that's when it really hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like just the journey one of her being pregnant and then the pregnancy into the world. Like I learned so much. Like they are a whole soul. Like they like this world just devalues human life so much. Oh, they're not a human yet, and they're not this. Like it's just wicked and it's evil, and I have repented so much. I can't judge nobody. I'm not here to judge or make you feel bad, but I'm just telling you about my story because it's sad. It's sad to see the state of the world and that it once had me in that mindset to where it's just like, well, throw the baby away, get rid of it. It's not your problem no more. And that's not how we should be treating human life. And I don't know why he's making me post this video or why he wanted me to post it. I don't know if it's just for me to tell my story, to tell my testimony to others. I don't know if there's someone out there who might make this decision, who has made this decision. But if there is, like, I just want to say, seek the Most High. If you are a single mother or you are pregnant and you're debating, like, he will make a way. Like, cry out to him. Ask him to show you how to do this. Ask for his strength. He will reveal himself to you. And I just hope that if anyone else made this decision and they've kept it to himself, that they also accept his forgiveness. And you know, we didn't know better, and if we did know better, we would have made better choices. So I will probably talk more about this. I don't know if y'all have any questions, or I don't know. I'm a little nervous posting this right now, but it had to be done. So I love you guys, and I will see you next time.